So you may have done this before, but let's go over everything again. So why is simple interest essential? So interest is the cost of borrowing money or the reward for investing money. So it's either or. So it could be the cost. So you borrow money from someone, you pay them a fee because you're lending money from them, or you can invest money and you can make money on that. And it's quoted using percentages. When investing loans or investments, it's important to use the potential costs of the interest on a loan or the interest earned on an investment to help make good decisions. So you know exactly everything that you're talking about. Okay, so simple interest is calculated using an interest rate on the same amount of money paid each period. So the formula to calculate is I is equal to PIN, or I is equal to P times I times N. Okay, you may recognize these. Let's go over them. I is your interest calculator, how much money you actually make out of it. P is your principal, so that is the money that you borrowed or the money that you invested, okay? I is the interest rate as a decimal per time period. For example, 0.04 PA. PA means per annum, which is per year. So 0.04 as a decimal means that's how much the percentage is per year. Now, we're usually given the interest rate as a percentage, so it would be R%. So it needs to be written in fraction, where R is over 100, substituting into the formula. Okay, so if you get it like this, you're going to have to make it as 4 over 100, okay, because it's 4%. N is the number of time periods for which the interest is calculated. Now, very importantly, the time units for the time period and the interest have to be the same. For example, if I is equal 4 over 100 PA, right now you know that's per annum, then your time has to be years, because that's per annum, which is per years. That has to be per year. So they've got to be the same, per years. This one says 4 over 100 per month, therefore that has to be months as well. Now, good idea to pause me here and write this page out. Okay, so we move on. So loans using simple interest require the borrowed amount and the interest to be repaid. So you've got to pay it all back. The total amounts that you have to pay back is the amount you borrowed. So if you go and you borrow $100 from your brother and he charges you $20 interest, you have to pay the $100 and the $20 in total back to him. So you end up paying him back $120. So your regular payment is equal to the total amount to repay divided by the number of repayments. So if you're allowed to pay it over 12 months, you'll take that 120 and you'll divide it by 12 so that you know how much you can pay each month. Right, let's look at an example. This is now for a yearly time period. Maxine deposits $600 into her bank account. The account offers an interest rate of 3.2% per annum. So we know it's a year, simple interest. She leaves the money in the bank for 4 years. So we've got a year, and we've got a year over here. So we're perfect. Okay. Calculate the total interest she would earn over 4 years. So she puts her money in the bank. She leaves it in at that rate for 4 years. So first of all, let's look at what our PIN is. So I is equal to PIN. I would be whatever interest we're going to earn, which is what the question is going to tell us. So our P is $600 because here we put $600 in. Our I is 3.2 over 100. Okay, remember you've got to put it in over 100 because it's a percentage. And then is 4 because it's 4 years. So now we put that into practice. So we go, I is equal to 600, so we times them all together, times, so you would, in your calculator, you would go 600 times 3.2 divided by 100 times by 4. And that will give you 76.80. So that is how much interest she would make on her money.